Hi, I'm Andrea. I am one of the editors of Raspberry Tree Literary Journal. I thought I would drop by and read a poem because I hadn't read a poem for our YouTube channel in a little bit. And so I thought I would just contribute a very short one. I want to say hello to everyone. It's been a little bit. And I also want to point out that I am wearing my Storm Country t-shirt from Viva La Muerte, which is a band that one of our writers, Matt Armstrong, is the frontman of. It is a wonderful band. They have a new album out, Storm Country, and it's really worth a listen. It's fun, it's funky, it's bluesy, it's groovy, it's everything. And then Matt sometimes does this voice where he sings, he sounds just like Alan Jackson or something, and then he can sing in a different voice, and they have a saxophone. Big for me. So I would really recommend you looking up Storm Country and purchasing their album, or you can download it on Spotify or like it on Spotify. I will put the link in the comments. That makes me sound like I'm 20, some kind of YouTuber. I'm not, but anyway. Okay. So, Storm Country. Viva La Muerte. Long live death, because it will surely outlive us. In that vein, I am going to read a poem today called Entirely by Louis MacNeice. It is a short poem. I feel like Louis MacNeice sometimes gets a little bit dismissed as being a little bit shallow, but I don't think that he is. I mean, it's pretty hard to have contemporaries like W.H. Auden and stuff, right? Like, you know, how the heck you're going to compete? But I love MacNeice. I love MacNeice even more than Auden. I'm not a poet, though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But this poem is called Entirely, and what I like is the repeated use of the word entirely. A friend of and I have talked about how repeating a word changes its meaning very subtly each time that you use it, especially in something as concentrated as poetry. So I feel like the meaning of the word entirely changes very slightly with each iteration in this poem. I'm very bad at my phone. I'm not even good at looking at where I'm supposed to look at, so we're just gonna ignore that right now. But here we go. This is Entirely by Louis MacNeice. It's probably from the maybe late 1930s or 40s. I can put that in the notes as well. All right. But I like the repeated use of sound and the repeated use of the word entirely, and how he really makes it sort of build on itself in an interesting way. I think poets are very good at this. Like I said, I'm not a poet, and I can't do this. I can't do it at all. Like, I'm just like, it's sort of, you know, okay, you poets, you do your poet thing, and I love it. Okay, I'll just read it. It's very short. I made way too much buildup. Entirely by Louis MacNeice. If we could get the hang of it entirely, it would take too long. All we know is the splash of words in passing and falling twigs of song. And when we try to eavesdrop on the great presences, it is rarely that by a stroke of luck we can appropriate even a phrase entirely. If we could find our happiness entirely in someone else's arms, we should not fear the spears of the spring, nor the city's yammering fire alarms. But as it is, the spears each year go through our flesh, and almost hourly, bell or siren banishes the blue eyes of love entirely. And if the world were black or white entirely, and all the charts were plain, instead of a mad weir of tigerish waters, a prism of delight and pain, we might be sure where we wish to go. Or again, we might be merely bored, but in brute reality, there is no road that is right entirely.